Hi, good afternoon. Today we have a very special book. It's called How the Stars Came to Be by Poonam, Mistry. And this is a very interesting, the artwork in here is so beautiful. It has a black background with gold. It looks like the gold is etched in, or the white and the silver is all etched in. And it's so interesting how this is different. The art is different than most books that have a white background with colors on top. This is a black background with like the night sky with stars popping out. And on the back of this book, it asks a very important question. Have you ever wondered how the stars came to be in the sky? So this book is going to answer that question. And this book isn't going to answer it in a scientific way. It's going to answer it in a story form. And stories like this that answer questions like, how did the stars come to be? Or why does the sun go from east to west? Or why does the moon change? Or why are there oceans? Or why does a rabbit run very fast? Those stories that explain things like that are called fables, and they are very fun to read. This picture looks like the sun and the moon. Very intricate design. And here, our story begins with this girl who shows up 3 times on this page dancing about. And it's hard to read this down here, so you have to have very good eyesight and be very attuned to what the words say. There once lived a fisherman's daughter who loved to feel the light on her skin. During the day, she would dance and play, weaving in and out of the sun's rays. At night, she would push back the curtains, lie in the cool glow, and think of her father working at sea, guided only by the light of the moon. However, for a few nights each month, the moon would completely disappear, slipping from sight and leaving the fisherman out at sea alone in the darkness. The girl worried about her father and how he would find his way home safely. One morning, as the sun spread over the light of the land, the girl would be found crying in the corner of her room. "My dear, whatever is the matter?" the sun asked her, gently warming the light that surrounded her. "Oh, sun," the girl sobbed, "thank goodness you're here. Every month, when the moon leaves the sky and the journeys around the earth, there is nothing but darkness. My father cannot find his way home, and I'm so worried for him." The sun thought hard for a moment until struck by an idea. The sun took a golden ray and threw it down to the earth, where it shattered into 1,000,000 glowing pieces. Look at that. "Gather together all the shining pieces I've given you. Then tonight, when I drop beneath the horizon and the sun dims, place each of them into the sky. They will glisten and shine, providing you with my light on the deepest and darkest nights. We shall call them stars." That night, the fisherman's daughter climbed to the top of the highest mountain, and at the point where the sky meets the earth, she began carefully placing each of the sun's stars deep into the navy fabric of the sky. She started with the brightest star. Reaching up, she placed it directly above her head. "You will be called Polaris," she announced. "You will point the way north." There's Polaris, a very special star in Alaska, always pointing north, and a very special star for everybody on the sea. Slowly and carefully, she began to arrange the stars in the sky, creating beautiful pictures and images. Soon the word spread and the girls' pictures were known across the land. Animals came from far and wide to have their portraits pinned to the sky. There's a wolf and a snake and a bunny rabbit and a goose and a whale and a chameleon. She wondered. She worked tirelessly each evening, week after week, paying special attention to the placement of each and every tiny star. But after a few months, she looked down in her bag and her smile fell. Despite all her hard work, there were still so many stars left. It would take longer than forever. The task was impossible. But while the girl had been putting the stars into the sky, a monkey had been watching her carefully. Sitting on the branch of his favorite tree, the glistening stars had caught his eye. As the girl sat with her head in her hands, the monkey slowly crept down the tree and headed towards the bag. He just wanted to touch one. Surely, one touch wouldn't hurt. But he couldn't resist and quickly snatched the whole bag and raced back towards the tree. "Wait, stop!" the girl cried as she watched the monkey's tail shoot up the trunk and disappear into the depths of the branches. No, whatever will she do now? The girl started to climb after him. Higher and higher. The monkey went higher and higher. She climbed after him until they reached the very top of the tree. "Give me the bag," she cried, reaching out to catch the strap. The monkey and the girl fought over the bag, pulling it back and forth. Suddenly, the monkey let go. "Oh no," the girl cried. "Look what you made me do. I've ruined my beautiful pictures." The stars flew out of the bag and up into the night sky, creating a huge smudge across the fisherman's daughter's work. But just then, something caught the girl's eye. As she looked out to the sea, she could see something illuminated by this new streak of glistening stars. It was her father's boat. When she looked around, the smudge of the stars had lit up the entire landscape as far as the eye could see. Everyone came out of their homes to see the beautiful sparkles that lit up the night sky, and they marveled at the astonishing new arc of stars that the monkey had accidentally created. From then on, the fisherman was able to find his way home safely every night, and this is how the stars became to be. Look at the stars, all the beautiful stars. A beautiful book, and it also has a secondary message of sometimes accidents can be very illuminating.